Kelly. Let me, I always try to get this perfect, but then when I sit back, it's not so perfect anymore, so I'm just gonna kind of go out a little bit. So hello again, this is Kelly. I am so sorry I have not been doing videos. I have been having one heck of a week. If any of you follow me with Mia, my little Shih Tzu, who I told you had had surgery last week on Tuesday, they took a biopsy, I think I told you, and we were waiting and waiting for the results very nervously, and I got them yesterday. My puppy has type 2 or stage 2 cancer, and it's a low-grade cancer, which I am thankful for. It does not, what was coming in her chest, the big, what we thought was fatty, a big fatty like tumor, was the cancer, the cells, and it grew so rapidly. That's why she had the surgery. Well, it ended up being not a fatty tumor. Like I said, it ended up being a cancerous tumor. But she's not getting, we're not going to UC Davis. It doesn't require any kind of chemo as of yet. And the doctor said that I have to watch it for 6 months. If that lump starts to form again right there, it's right by her sternum. So it's kind of in a bad spot instead of something on her leg or somewhere else kind of fatty and tissuey on her body. The doctor said that we just have to wait for 6 months. If it comes back, then she's going to have to open her up wider and go down deeper, except she's going to have to be careful because there's not as much tissue to take around there than on a leg, and her sternum's right there and all the other stuff that makes my puppy run. So that's what we're going to do. What I do is I prepare myself. I mean, it's never easy to hear, but I have a thing of preparing myself, and my husband calls it negative thinking. But so much has gone on, well, in his and my life, that yes, I can think positive. Yes, I cannot say I can't think positive, but I always set myself up because I feel like if I think positive, the negative will happen. And if I think negative, then if it is negative, I won't, you know, it's almost like protecting yourself from not being overwhelmed and really, really hurt, which I am really hurt. Don't get me wrong. My baby has cancer, and I've never had a dog with cancer. But I'm going to do everything it takes. They all know that down at the vet. They know me with Nala, and they know how I am about my animals. And also, my daughter took in her cat, Maisie, which you've never seen. We have a huge crate for Maisie. She has always, since we rescued her, had a tendency to pee on beds. It's a behavior, and we've tried everything, and she just won't stop it. So we put her in this big, big crate, and it takes a lot of my daughter's room up, actually, because we just put it in, well, after she got her walls painted, after I showed you the update, we put it in. And so she stays in there, and then when my daughter gets home from work, then she's out all night. And out meaning she won't pee on my daughter's bed, but she'll pee on all of ours. So my daughter closes her door, and then Maisie's able to, you know, get some exercise. Maisie is a black and white. She's long hair. I'm not sure. She's not, I can't remember what they call those, a calico. She's just black and white. She's beautiful. We rescued her 10 years ago, and we rescued her. She had her eye was infected. They had just recently had taken her eye out when we rescued her, so we knew she was going to be special needs, and we also knew someone had brought her back because of her peeing problem. And like Katie and Kelly always are, we have bleeding hearts, and we always feel that everybody, even our furry everyone's, need a chance. And so we adopted her, and we've had her for 10 years. She's 13, and she was going in yesterday to have a dental done. She has to have some teeth pulled, but the doctor had called us for that too. So she told me about Mia, and then she said, we're doing blood work and x-rays on Maisie because something's wrong. She's lost a whole pound. And for you that don't know, like I didn't know yesterday, I'm like, well, what's with a pound? A pound to a cat is a lot of weight. It's a lot of weight, and when a doctor sees a pound missing from a cat, all of a sudden, and since the past 3 months when she had blood work done before, it sends out a big, you know, for a doctor, it sends out a big, uh-oh, something might be wrong. So we got the blood work today, and we were hoping, let me get through this. We were hoping that something would show in the blood work, because the doctor said that if nothing shows up in the blood work, then she either has gastrointestinal disease or cancer. So her blood work came back fine. Now, we've already had a cat with gastrointestinal disease. My daughter gave him fluids when she always knew. He died at 22, our cat, our domestic short hair. She had him since she grew up. And she treated him for years and years with this gastrointestinal disease. So if it's that, we know how to deal with it. We know what needs to be done for her. But if it's cancer, I mean, what can you do? You know, it just seems like the past couple years have been really bad for us. Last year in September, we lost our Persian kitty, Snickle Fritz. He had a tumor growing in his nose. And then a month later, we lost our Dookie, who was the 22-year-old, and he had a tumor growing in his nose. And it's quite weird to me that both of my cats had this rare thing at the same time. So it wasn't the gastrointestinal disease that took Dookie. It was a tumor growing in his nose, and it was inoperable, as well as Fifi. We call him Fifi. His name was Snickle Fritz. And so it's been a hard, and then the year before that, I lost my lab, and she had something wrong with her that didn't show up, and started having horrible seizures and was losing weight, and we had to put her down at an emergency at 2 in the morning one night. So it's actually been a bad couple of years, and now Nala, you all know, has hip problems, and I'm trying to do what I can for her. And now my Mia is 9 years old, and Tinkerbell's 10. So it's not like they're that, to me, they're not elderly. I mean, these little dogs live till, you know, 15, but you never know. It's just like, you know, when are we supposed to live to? 95? Do we make it? Some of us don't, some of us do. So it's just like that with dogs. So I just want to apologize again. I have been just, I told you in my other video, I typed it down that I had the flu this weekend. I did. I'm feeling so much better. And I wanted to do a video for you today before I take Nala. Has to go back in for CBC testing to make sure her kidneys are responding better now that we've taken her off some of the medication that they don't like. So I'm going to do a quick video in something that I found that I thought you all might be interested in if you don't know. This is more or less for women that are mature and have mature skin and have deep wrinkles. And even not deep wrinkles, even if you have a little bit of wrinkles under here, this stuff is so good, and you need it. You need it. So what I got, and this is at CVS or drugstore. At CVS it's $24.97, and then I had beauty points and they took that off, so I got it for almost nothing. It's a wrinkle and pore vanisher from Olay Regenerist. It's an instant fix result. And I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, nothing takes wrinkles away like that. So I tried it yesterday. I was going to do a video for you, and then we found out all this news yesterday, and we had to run back to the vet because they wouldn't give Maisie her dental. So it was just, by the time I got home, I had to school Gracie. I didn't get done until, I don't know, 8:30 last night with school, and it's been a crazy week. I can't believe it's already Wednesday, and usually it's like, when is Friday going to get here? But every day I've been rushing. So I'm going to go ahead and moisturize with my Murad Renewing Eye Cream. I still use this, but I have been slowly bringing in the Olay Regenerist. I like it. I have the serum and I have the It's the micro sculpting serum and the micro sculpting moisturizer, and I'm telling you, when you use this stuff, your face feels like velvet. It is so soft. And I got my mother-in-law on it. So this is the Olay Regenerist micro sculpting serum, and I use that instead of my infusing, I always call it collagen. Oh no, it's not. One of my other Murad products that I use before my moisturizer. So I put that all over my face really good, that serum. And then I just take my Perfecting Day Cream from Murad, which I'm almost out of. And I just take a little bit of that and just put it all over my face. So, just like that. And I'm just going to let it dry for just a tad. This says, apply your favorite Regenerist moisturizer and allow it to absorb into your skin. Gently tap a small amount of product into fine lines, wrinkles, and visible pores. Adding more product as needed. Smooth away excess product. So, that's what I did yesterday. And whoa, it was incredible, especially my squint lines. So I'm going to show you my squint lines, okay, so you can see them right now in the camera. They're not as showy as if you were in front of me. So here's my forehead wrinkles, okay. Let me put it, do I have a clip so you can really see good? Okay, so you can see where I squint. I'm starting to get a little bit of crow's feet right here. And of course my normal under eye lines, which has gotten better with the Murad, but they're not gone, of course. So what I do is I take a little bit of this Regenerist Olay, a little bit, and I go ahead and I pat it in those wrinkles, okay? Just like I usually do with my Benefit Professional. Kind of pat it into my pores. Now it doesn't do my wrinkles as well, the Professional, but it does. If you have pore problems, it will help with your pores a lot, and it will help with fine lines, not with lines that are saying, "Hey, look at me! Look at me, everyone! I'm a line, and I'm all over her face." Okay, so I just go ahead and I pat all this in the lines that I possibly see on my face. You don't rub it. You want to pat those into those lines. And just get those in really good. Now, I want you to look. Do you see any lines? Look at, even when I squint and I come back. Okay, so I have a little one popping out here. I'm going to put some of this here. Just like that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pat this in where my pores are the worst. And it feels kind of silicone-y, but it's a very matte cream. So like I said, you can definitely use this as a primer for your face, or you can just let it dry and put your primer over your face. It really doesn't matter. So what I do is I keep this handy, okay? And what I did yesterday is I took my Bare Minerals. I used the Bare Minerals because I wanted to try powder to see if the powder would fall into my lines. So what I used was my Mineral Ready foundation. Make sure it's dry before I start in. Don't want the clumpity clumps with my makeup because you gotta let it dry. Oh, my skin is so smooth. So I really tried this out yesterday because I was going to show you a video on it. Alright, so I take my, you can see, I am so unorganized. I take my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. This is in Fair. And it has a little sponge applicator. And I just go ahead and put this where I need it. I have been breaking out so bad like a teenager on my chin again, and I don't know why. Like, you know, I told you my husband saw my nose and called me, I had the North Star on my nose not too long ago. I don't know why I'm breaking out so bad. I never broke out like this. It must be a change in my system. So I'm going to take my precision brush from Bare Minerals. There it is. And I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm not going to rub because I don't want whatever's underneath that, you know, the Olay Regenerist. I don't want that rubbing off. So I just take my time and I just blend this in really good and get, you know, covered whatever I feel I need to have covered. You can do light coverage. I kind of did it a heavy coverage right now because, you know, I have to go out. Gracie starts swimming lessons tomorrow, and so she's afraid of the water, so I got her into swimming lessons. So I got to go find her a swimsuit today because the one I bought her last summer did not fit her very good. It was too big because she's such a small fry. Gotta go buy her that. She wants a new towel. So we're gonna go do that after Nala today. Okay, so there is that. And that Bare Minerals, it does cover very well, I do have to say. So then I'm gonna take my foundation in my little Bare Minerals palette, the Ready Foundation, and I'm just going to take that and put that with my Real Techniques brush, a light layer, very light. Just buff that in. I have just not been feeling the makeup lately. I just don't feel like putting on. I was wearing Chanel quite a bit, the foundation last week, and I just, this week I've been putting my makeup on, but I just haven't been feeling it. It's just been awful. I usually don't leave the house without foundation on, but it's just been crazy this week. You know, our lives get crazy sometimes, and you wonder why it does, but there's a reason for it. I know there is. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put on my blush. Which blush am I using? I think I'm just going to use my Tarte palette. This is the Be Your Own Tartist, or Tartiste. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my blush brush. This is the Sigma Powder Blush F10. And I'm going to take that blush in there, and I'm just going to put it up way high on my cheekbones. I'm not putting it on my apples of my cheek. I'm just going right behind them to give my face a lift, because I need it. Nobody want no saggy face. Nobody want no saggy face. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. That was my husband asking about Maisie. He knew that they were trying to get a hold of me. So I put my my Tarte, the Park Avenue Princess, on as a contour. And so what I'm going to do is I'm starting to see, you can see my lines now. See them? Okay, so you know I did the Olay Regenerist before I put on makeup. Now yesterday I was like, I wonder what it'll do if you put it on after you do your makeup and you see some lines that you may have missed, or you see some wrinkles that are starting to show through. So I'm like, I wonder if it'll do okay with makeup. So I went ahead with the same makeup I put on yesterday, which was the Bare Minerals. And I went ahead and I just dabbed it. Please don't rub it. I just dabbed it in there. Okay, look. Look, I have no wrinkles, okay? I have no squinty lines. I have no wrinkles. I was so happy yesterday. I'm like, oh my gosh, it works. And I wanted to do a video so bad, and I couldn't. I couldn't. But I was rushing through the shower this morning. I'm like, today I've got to do it. I've got to do the video. I've got to do the video because they're going to love this stuff. This is, again, the Olay Regenerist. Get the Wrinkle and Pore Vanisher. It is amazing. So, I have my foundation on, which is the Ready Powder, which you can do a good moderate coverage with this stuff, but I decided that I would do a light coverage, and look, it still doesn't show through. I'm so excited, I can't talk. So here's the touch-up veil, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my Mally brush. It doesn't say what kind of Mally brush this is, so I use it for my mineral veil usually when I'm putting on my Bare Minerals. You know, I never use the same makeup twice because that's just me. I like to be adventurous with my makeup. So I'm just going to tap that in there, not rub it. I mean, it will dry and you can do whatever you want there, but I just blot it just to make sure nothing happens to it. So look at that. Kelly has no squint lines, and you know that those have been there forever, and they're very deep. I can stick my fingernail in them. And I am so happy with this stuff. Second day I've used it, it lasted all day, no wrinkles, did great. I feel like if I put that mineral veil or you put some type of a powder over it, that it seals it in. And then I did that other coat over it to make sure it's in there good, and then I put the mineral veil, and yeah, look at that. You can still see a little there, but they are nowhere noticeable like these on here. They're pretty much disappeared, and you could put more on or less. I haven't tried doing the more. I just put the 2 coats on, and I really like it. Now, I did not use my Benefit primer, okay? If I use that, it may seal it. It may seal all that, but I will try and I will let you know how that goes. I am going to go and put on the rest of my makeup, and then I'll show you my outfit for the day. Okay everyone, I am back. I have done my makeup. I put very little on today, as you can see. Just like I said, I'm not feeling it lately. I'll get back into it again. I get into these little grooves sometimes. I think it's when I'm overwhelmed with things that are happening. I just feel like maybe I have more things to deal with and makeup isn't so important at the time. Maybe that's what I'm feeling. I don't know, but I'll get back into it. We'll keep chugging along. So this is going to be, it's a simple outfit. This is from Maurice's, and this was actually now 75% off for this little cardigan, although I'm not sure if they have it anymore. They have that big 75% sale going on, and not sure if a lot of the stuff's there anymore. You may want to check. They do have some of these camis. I know that for sure because another lady said that they had these camis there in different sizes still, so you may be able to get those. And I'm telling you, if you get them and they're like $4 a piece, get them, because they are the most comfortable. You can sleep in them. I mean, they are so soft, and they mold to your body but not tight. They're just absolutely fabulous. This cardigan I have showcased before in one of my hauls. It's got beautiful lace in the back. It's a little hood, like a real thin little hood, like one of those hoods I always say, what are you going to do with it if it rains? You won't use that. And just, you know, long sleeves. I had to roll them back because they're a little too long for my arms. Why is it that bigger women, they think, have longer arms, longer legs, and bigger boobs? I'd like to know this because I am out to prove them wrong. I do not have long arms, obviously. They don't fit. I think I have normal arms. I do not have big boobs. I have a push-up bra by Victoria's Secret on. Big boobs coming your way. And my legs, yeah, they're kind of long, but I get that from my dad. It's not a weight thing. So I don't understand where they put some of these notions of, oh, big women, we need big sizes. Okay, longer arms, longer legs, bigger boobs. Don't get it. So anyways, my jeans are just my Maurice's. I have some new ones coming in from American Eagle. because I like their jeans too. And my little shoes are dirty. They need washed, but they're just, hi Loki. They're just from Target. Just the little shoes that are hanging up. I got them at Target. Just, you know, it's just my casual clothes day. I just don't feel like doing too much. Just to get me out and get me looking somewhat decent, and then getting me home and getting me what I need to be doing at home. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a long time coming. I'm so sorry again. I really miss making a video. I like making these because I feel like I'm reaching out to people my age or maybe younger, and I'm talking to you even though you're not talking back. I know it's very strange, but it gives me an out of my everyday normal life that sometimes, you know, you just need a little release from, and this is my release with you. And it just, you know, I feel refreshed after I get it up on the net for you. I just feel like I've accomplished something, and that, you know, I hope that you enjoy the videos that I'm putting up. Some, when I don't think they're all that great, you know, I kind of worry about those videos, and I did lose a subscriber, maybe because I hadn't made videos in a while, or, you know, a couple days at least. But I do want you to know that I'm thinking of all of you when I'm not there, you know, when the video's not up. I do want to make you a video, but just know that if I do miss a day down the road, just know that it's because something's come up, or I'm just overwhelmed, busy. But I will try my best not to do that, because I don't feel good missing things. I like to be punctual with things and know, you know, that I like to know that things are where they need to be, and things are that I feel responsible for, like you. This video is up, and I'm making people happy, and they're finding my videos enjoying, and that's all I want. So if you like this video, I love to see those thumbs up. If you have a comment, please comment. I have to do 2 shout outs. One to Danielle, because Danielle wants me to do a sunscreen video, and I am going to do one of those tomorrow for you. And also Jamie, she makes fun of me because I'm doing my videos. So look, Jamie, I got my eyeliner on and my cardigan. Oh, she calls these shawls. My shawl on. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you tomorrow with my sunscreen video. Bye-bye.